Hello everyone, Ravid here from Paldi Solutions, and today I'm going to quickly review with you the latest plugin that we've launched, which is called the Input Parameters plugin. So as you can see in this dashboard, I have a widget at the top, and I have several parameters in it, and they are fully styled, they are fully formatted, and user can change their selections, and then the formulas in the dashboard itself get updated. So let's see how does it work. So first off, in the formulas themselves, to use the parameters, you simply just put an ampersand and then the name of the parameter. And I'll show you in a second how to define those. But this is how you use them within formulas. And once you've done that, the formula will be calculated based on the values that are listed here in the input parameters. Now let's look at the editing features. So first off, in general, you can define how many parameters you want. And unlike the community plugin, you don't really need to do any data model change just to set your parameters. You can decide whether you want them to immediately update or not, or to enable the reset button, or both of them, and you have complete flexibility around that. Other than that, you have the same layouting features that we have to all of our UI related plugins, so you can define right to left, left to right, you can center it, you can decide whether you want the buttons to be below, you can space between them, you can do many things. And if you want them to be vertically stacked, you can define how many of those to put in a row. So if I will put one, then it will be stacked vertically. And I need to adjust the width of the buttons, obviously, and things like that, like in here. So I'll put it like 60, so it will look maybe a little better, or maybe just to increase the width here to something. So it will be wider. And now to go back, change this to, let's say, 90. So you can see you can play around with it, like in here, until you get to your desired option. In general, our main goal is, with the layouting, is to give you complete flexibility to the exact layout that you wish to achieve. And if there is a layout that you didn't manage to achieve, please let us know. I'm fairly positive that we'll find a way to add it to the product if it's not existing already. So I'm getting this back. Let's keep it below. It's okay this way. So about the parameters themselves. So each parameter has its own listing. So and this is determined dynamically. So if I'll put 6 here, then I will have 2 more. And you can see that the default is P5, P6. But inside of each of one of them, you can define the alias. The alias is what is used here above and what is used in the formulas. So if I go to P1, that would be price addition. Next one is to set the default values. So if the user doesn't put any values or click the reset, then it will reset the parameters to its default values. Other than that, you can define what's the step size. So if the default value here is 100, maybe it makes sense to do a step size of, I don't know, 10 units, for example, or 25 units. It all depends on your case. You can define which type of input it is, whether it's a currency, number, or percent. When it's a currency, you can define its formatting options, and we can expand it if you need to. If it's a number, then it's a number, that's pretty much it. And if it's a percent, then, let's move to the percent, but when it's percent, it looks this way. So when not editing, it shows percentage, but when editing, it shows a number between 0 to 1, because that's eventually the underlying number behind percents. So quick tip, by the way, around that point, 4%, I would put, where is the percent one? The discount edition, this one. I would put like 0.5% step size or something like that. And now you can see that I can easily jump between different percents in here. And that's how you define it, how you configure it, and I will let you play with it. Feel free to ask for a trial. This is how it works. And that's pretty much it. Let's just move this one to view because it drives me crazy. And enjoy the plugin. Looking forward to your feedbacks. and cheers.